What's up, beautiful weirdos? Captain Dreamer here. So this game, Doki Doki Literature Club, made its rounds on YouTube last year, but that was before I was able to get fucking OBS to work on my computer. So I found this free version of it on itch.io, and I don't know if it's any different than the game that you all saw everybody else play last year, but I thought, why not give it a shot? So let's see. Right, okay. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit blah blah blah. Okay. Yes, I agree. There we go. I mean, it certainly looks and sounds like the original. Oh boy. Let's see. I'll put my real name. I'll just put. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That sounds like the same game. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Fair enough. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. That sounds like me. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Oh, that's sad. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. Oh, Sayori. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. And sorry. That's mean, Chris. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Yeah, that is me. Whatever you say, Sayori. And I'm not gonna play the entire game in one sitting, but oh man. Because I don't remember a whole lot about this game. I know that it can get really disturbing warning, and it can be kind of long, so we're gonna do this in parts. So welcome to part 1. But yeah, we cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Chris, have you decided on a club to join yet? Well, I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Again, sounds like me in high school. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. That does not sound like me. Did I? That does. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Okay, again, that sounds like me. Sayori likes to worry a little bit too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Ooh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Great, thanks for the confidence. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Well, thanks. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Okay, whatever NEET is. You trust me, right? I hate it when people say that. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. Things only glasses wearing people will understand. Like, you get one little spot on the bottom of your glasses, you're like, oh, it's in your peripheral. Whatever. No promises though, you know. Seriously. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Sure. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Gloves. Gloves. Sayori wants me to check out some gloves. Gloves. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Ooh, anime. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Again, this person does sound like me. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. How silly. Sayori. Yeah? Oh, look at the enthusiasm. I mean, how could you say no to that? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Now, as somebody who's a writer, I would have loved the literature club, but yeah, being like guilted into it, no. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Fair enough. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That's it, my interest in literature club is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well... I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Ooh, cupcakes. Okay, that alone would be enough to get... You want me to do anything? Offer me free food and I'm yours. Don't make promises you can't keep! I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she is so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Yeah. I let out a long... Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Again, me! I dejectedly follows Sayori across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Aw, Chris, what a surprise. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Lucky me. Oh, yeah. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You could just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. Yay! And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. Oh, Monica, I remember watching videos of you, Monica. It's great to see you again, Chris. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come, sit down, Chris. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, little cats. I love cats. Whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! They do sound cute. Aww. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry, take one. Sayori grabs one first, and Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Hatsuki's word logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep the whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori, no kidding. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, Overachiever alert. Sorry. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Kind of. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Well, that's fair. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it made school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they are all so delighted by a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I could keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Chris, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? It's true. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Atta girl. I read a horror book once. I've read more than a few of mine in my life. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or if it takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Very true. I hate horror. Oh, oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting? It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Yuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! You are. Natsuki, you write your own poems? You do. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerable abilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Chris? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made my decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and lose my train of thought. Oh, they all look so sad. All the 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Yes... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? You're not. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, go for it. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Chris, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Atsuki clean up their food. Hey Chris, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. And with that, I'm saving the game. And just let me make sure that it does actually. Yep, okay. Just making sure that it does actually save. And with that, I am going to end this episode. And I hope you will join me for the next one. With that, I love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.